Well, howdy doodies. I don't know about you, but my neck and shoulders are really super duper tight. So I thought that we'd do a little bit of trigger pointing together. So for this practice, you won't need an elephant toy, just letting you know, but you'll definitely need a cushion, a block, and maybe if you've got 2 blocks, it's fabulous. And 2 balls. Did I get the second ball out? No. I'll get that in a second. Anyway, so to begin the practice, we're going to have a cushion on your mat. And it'll be a short practice just to really focus on the upper back. Oh, to begin. So got those 2 balls there. I'm just going to keep them out of a certain oodle's vision. And we just start off with the legs out long and just laying the body over that cushion. We're just taking some smooth, easy breaths in. Your chest open up to the bottom. And the breath is smooth and steady. You just feel comfortable with the cushion. Deep into the belly. Letting the breath move up the body into the ribs. Right, all the way up to the collarbones. And then as you breathe out, easy softening. The last couple of breaths there. A full body stretch. Use chin to the chest, ribs to the hips. Would you bring your body on up? And just move that cushion away. We'll come back onto the back, feet flat. And just take some rolling bridges here just to get a little bit of movement through that upper back. We'll tuck under of the tail as the spine lifts. And then lower down. Next one, as the hips peel all the way up, float the arms up and back behind you, and then exhale breath as you lower down, feeling the traction through the back line of the body as you do that. A few more rounds there, and long. Last one. Coming all the way back down, and then just shift the hips over to the left. Roll onto your right side, and then just a couple of book openers here. So you get that thoracic rotation. Hand comes across the chest, slides down the arm, and keeping the head connected to the mat or the cushion. Just let the head roll from side to side. So the cervical spine gets a little bit of its natural movement here, that rotation. So tight. To been yesterday's workout. And then next time the arms open, take a little pause, just let the arm dangle to get that full stretch. Maybe a cushion or block in between the knees. Maybe you even take a little twisted roots leg so you get a little bit of a stretch into the QL and the lower back. Taking a full breath in there. Softening, easeful breath out. And then legs come on up through center. A little shift of the hips over to the other side of the mat, and then roll on over to your flat. Just grab my cushion for this side. And then those little book opens. just rolling all the way up. And 2 more. And then taking a little pause on this one. Across the chest. Big breath in. Smooth, steady. Come back onto your back. Or a little lift up of the hips. And then hands behind the legs. Roll. Good. I'm going to start in that right shoulder. So it's easier. It's all to see. And so starting right shoulder blade. And we might actually go straight away with the 2 blocks. So let's go in between the shoulder blades, just kind of up this above the bra line kind of area, or where you might wear a heart rate monitor. Now for this, you will want a cushion or something to support the head, just for a little bit of extra comfort. And just placing those balls there. Oh, and actually for me, it's going to be the block. Oh. And so it's kind of directly opposite the diaphragm. So you've got that little V shape here of the ribs. And so it's just directly opposite that spot. And what can feel nice here is to get a little bit of movement through the arms. So the arms just reach on up. Oh, and then drop back down. Maybe arms open out to side and back in. Or maybe you just take the option to do zip, to do nothing. And just let the breath do the work. So heavy body to floor, 2 tennis balls, 2 fresh potatoes, about similar size. I like either these black roll balls, or there's another brand that I really enjoy too, which is the Rad Roller trigger point balls. They're awesome as well. And just let the body soften. So we call this technique where you're literally just letting your body weight sink and soften around the balls. So you're never on the bones, we're definitely on the muscle tissue. Ooh. Take a few more breaths here. Just noticing how the breath will actually do all the work here for you. Simply move the balls up. We're just going to lift the hips and roll them up in between the shoulder blades now. Like I'm bringing that back into my head and then underneath my head. And then here I'm going to do these retraction, scapular glides. So reaching the arms up and then sliding my shoulder blades around the balls, as you would like on a foam roller. Super duper tight. So it doesn't have to be big. The other thing you could do is little heart openers, chest openers, that little hugger tree. Might be actually interesting here too. Oh, it's super sweet. And then you can do like one arm and then the other. Quite a nice thing to do too. Or again, there's just that option to just be still. Just a few more rounds of breath there. sliding further up. And now they're mid traps. Again, I'm going to use my block there just to support my head. So the reason why I kind of thought about this is my neck is super duper sore. So often the super soreness, the super duper sore for the super soreness kind of comes from these upper traps, mid to upper traps being really cantankerous and tight. Yeah, so again, working onto the muscles. I'm actually going to do This is a really nice actually going to do I'm going to do a little seat belt. So the arm reaches up and over. I can do both arms, and then they cross. And when you cross the arms, that kind of pulls the shoulder blades apart and over. With this one, you can alternate which arm's on top. I absolutely think I've got the ball in this perfect spot on the right side. A little adjustment there. Or you might even just find that's enough. I can just take a pause and not do any of it and just be still. All right, I'm going to move them up one more spot. That height. Now I've moved them not quite to upper traps, but just below. Oh, they're just above the shoulder blades. So in that little spot, just in between the upper traps where people might squeeze and the top of the shoulder blades, I've just got the balls. Yeah, so just keep moving them up, just like an inch, an inch, an inch. So there's going to be a sensation everywhere. Bit of rocking side to side, a little bit of movement, maybe arms. Oh, that's enough. A little rock of the head from side to side can feel nice here too. And then shimmying my bottom down a little bit further. This time I'm going to call in my cushion for behind my head. So now they're right up. Just rocking up now, they're right up here. Right at the part that gets super tight. I think for me today, everything's super tight. So to keep the balls in the spot, you need to lift the hips up to put a bit more of your body weight into the balls. These ones are quite big. I said tennis balls, you probably wouldn't even need the cushion beneath you. Oh, that's the spot. And here again, try a little bit of movement if that works. Nice, smooth, steady breaths. Last full round of breath there. falls away. Little lift of the hips. Falls to the side, and this is I'm going to use my little roller now. So the roller is going to lay on flat on the block. And so then the roller is going to come right to the base of my skull. So we're not on the neck spine, we're just to the base of the skull. And so you can also use another block on its edge. Here we're just going to do little gentle rocks from side to side. Those occipital muscles. And there is the source of my neck pain. Right there. Oh, so we're just going to keep the movement really, really breathy. So we're not on the neck spine at all. We're right at the, if you were to run your hands up the neck, your fingers come right up underneath the skull bone, the base of your skull. And there's those little fleshy muscles. They're kind of about above your earlobe level. And then you just do little gentle rocks from side to side. You could do little teeny tiny chin nods. And there's that little bias to the right side. We'll rock on over to the other side. And you're welcome to just stay exactly as you are for as long as you need. Letting the breath just move naturally in and out through your body. Maybe the block goes away, maybe the roller goes away, and the head just rests naturally onto the floor. I just always like to feel the lightness of a cushion. I'm pressing that cushion right down to the tips of my shoulders so I feel completely comfortable and at ease. Let my head, neck and shoulders just relax. You feel light and effortless and free. Take your last few breaths here. A little drawing in of your knees to your chest, a little rock from side to side. And when you're ready to come back into this moment, just tuck the chin to your chest. Lift on up. And just close the practice together. Namaste. I practice, do that little trick, that little practice. I can't talk. I would do that maybe a couple of times a week, just to really give your upper back and your neck and shoulders the beautiful sweet release that it deserves. Namaste. Have a great afternoon or morning. I'll see you all again soon. Bye.